but the work will go on. You can silence the voices, but you can't stop the song.
Welcome to Wheeling the Pathways of Life Unplugged with your host, Brain Fitzpatrick. Wheeling the Pathways of Life Unplugged is a snapshot of the day-to-day experiences of disabled individuals as they navigate the world around us. We wish to shed light and open your eyes on a new perspective of people with disabilities. And by going unplugged, we can discuss viewpoints we hope will challenge our viewers' points of view. Most of us have disabilities we must live with, but what defines us is the way we deal with them. And now, here's your host, Brain Fitzpatrick.
Good afternoon, folks. This is Brain Fitzpatrick, bringing you an episode of Wheeling the Pathways of Life Unplugged. And today, first of all, I'd like to thank the Disability Commission and their hard work on what they do for disabilities and their hard work on fighting for the opportunity for shows like mine and others to be closed captioned. Closed captioning wasn't happening for a couple years, and the Commission on Disabilities lodged a formal complaint with Spectrum, and they've got it. They gave us the opportunity to be able to do closed captioning, and I appreciate their help in getting that done for us. Today, I wanted to talk to you about we don't often see this in plain sight as much as we see this in other areas. And you're probably asking yourself, what's he talking about? Well, I'm talking about bullying. I'm talking about making fun of people, bullying them, and just in general being mean to people. And I want to tell you something, it does happen to people with disabilities too. People with disabilities all the time, in one way or another, somebody either feels some type of way about disabilities, or even worse, says something about somebody with a disability that is not very nice, and it is not, it's counterproductive to what we're trying to do. And if people want to be respected, they gotta treat others with respect too. And I will tell you something right now. I'm human. I make mistakes. I sometimes make fun of people too, but in the way of joking around with people, but sometimes that's not even right too. It depends on if the other person is playing along with you, or if they're affected by it and you can tell they're affected by it, just don't do it. The other thing is I am really, really impressed with the support that I'm getting from the mayor's office and the Disabilities Commission and we are building such a good relationship with both the mayor's office and the commission on disabilities in Pittsfield. And I'd just like to say, let's keep the good communication going as we have it. But I need you to do me a favor out there in the general public. Let me know how I can help you with what you need. Even if it's interacting with people, even if it's kinda being there as a sounding board, or you can pick a subject that I'm talking about every week and ask me questions about it. Ask me. I'm an open book. I gotta be careful with medical stuff with other people because there's some laws involved with that, and telling you about family and stuff without their permission. But basically, I'm an open book as far as what information I can give you and what resources to go to and how to get the ball rolling. Now, with everybody's afraid that I know with the federal government, the way it is right now, everybody's afraid that they're gonna cut mass health and some other essential services that we have. The only way we can stop that from happening, if in fact it is, I don't see how it can happen, but we need to stand up and fight and say, no, we can't do this. We can't be a part of letting something like that happen. We have a voice, and our voice is just as important as your voice is, as somebody with a disability. You might say to me, what can you do? Well, it shouldn't be, what can you do? What can we all do together? and fight, I mean, when I say fight, I mean stand up for ourselves, but we cannot stand up in violence. We cannot stand up in name calling. We can't say we can, but this is not always true. We can't say, well, it's all the Republicans' fault, it's all the Democrats' fault. Most of the problems today, in my opinion, are problems that people have that they don't say anything about. They don't speak up about it, so they don't. The government doesn't think we need those services because people are not using them, or not enough is being heard about them. Like the BRTA at night, they are doing a night program for transportation from 7 p.m. at night till 9 or 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. But the last ride you can get is 9:30. But you know what? If people don't start using that, we are going to lose that in July. We have to keep that going. We have to keep as much independent stuff as we can going, and we have to make it worth our while. Have to make it worth. We have to pick up enough stink so people can understand that we have the need for it, and we have what we need to do what we need to do. Because at this point, right now, today, if I personally go to the hospital today, at night, after 9:30 at night, okay, I have to wait till the next morning to come home because I can't get transportation out of the hospital unless I go home by ambulance. Which means I can't take my chair to the hospital if I need it. I can get my chair to the hospital, but I can't get it home. Now, I live 7 minutes away from the hospital, but 7 minutes in the dark and going across busy intersections near North Street is very dangerous. So they're not going to allow me to do that. But one thing we do have is advocates from the Disabilities Commission and the mayor's office working on a program and working on a study to see if we can get more emergency type transportation for people in wheelchairs. Now we're not guaranteed to get that, but if we can show enough of a need, we might get it. But if people don't, I understand that it's frustrating, and I understand that it's challenging for people, and I understand the fact that being rejected and what you asked for is very, very frustrating. Believe me, I know. Because I get rejected on something. I get rejected on things. Sometimes, depending on what it is, multiple times a day, if not multiple times a week, okay? But if we don't stand up, all of us together, all of the people that can stand up, okay, and stand up means stand up for what you believe in, not necessarily physically standing up, not necessarily physically standing up, but standing up and having a voice, whether it be computerized voice or whether it be through BCA or whoever, you need to stand up and say what you need, because there's no way people are gonna know what you need unless you say something. Now one of the things I am gonna continue to work on, and I have not worked on this yet, but I'm going to announce it, hoping that somebody from Berkshire Medical Center is listening, or somebody like that. Is we need to get some more specialized equipment into the hospital to make it easier for people with disabilities. Now, we do have an opportunity financially through Elder Services and through UCP to possibly go in to the hospital and put in Alexas, put in things so people can make phone calls, people can use items like Alexa, use items like Google to turn the channel, to make their life easier, give them something to do while they're laying in the hospital, getting better, or can talk with the equipment, or and getting people used to, because don't forget, folks, every one of us either has a disability or is going to have a disability in their life. So, and having an aid like like glasses and stuff like that is not considered a quote-unquote disability, but not having access to glasses, not having access to walkers, stuff like that is a disability. If you need something and it isn't there, more easily accessed. So we need to work on together, putting the word out there that, hey, don't forget us. We are so lucky. And I'm gonna get myself in trouble someday with somebody by saying this, but no, I'm just joking when I say that, but in some way somebody's gonna take this the wrong way, but we are so lucky to live in the Northeast right now. We're so lucky to live in the Northeast right now. Because we are a democratic state. We understand when you need social services. Yes, I agree that social services need to be cut for people that don't need the services. For example, somebody goes, through a situation and gets out of a situation. Now this is all depending on their situation. There's other situations out there that this is not meaning for everybody, but I have seen cases where people get out of situations so they can make their life easier and make their life better, but there are some cases that they fall right back into it, but there's some cases where people say, oh, I can get mass health if I say that I have a disability, or say that I need something, or something like I can make more if I stay home. Well, that's not true, because yes, you can make more, but the people behind you who need services physically can't get them, because you're saying you can make more not working, but there's no physical problem with you working, or something like that. That is wrong, and that's causing a lot of people to have to work when they shouldn't be working, because they physically can't get on Social Security because there's too many people on it that are causing fraud and situations that shouldn't be there. Now, understand the situations are different. But when we come back, we will continue this conversation, and I will continue to tell you what is coming up in the near future. We will be right back, folks.
You were the Word at the beginning, one with God the Lord Most High. Your hidden glory in creation, now revealed in you are Christ. What a beautiful name it is. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a beautiful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a beautiful name it is. The name of Jesus. Didn't want heaven without her. Jesus, you brought heaven down. Oh Lord, my sin was great, your love was greater, Lord. What could separate us now? What a wonderful name it is. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a wonderful name it is. Nothing compares to this. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a wonderful name it is. The name of Jesus. Death could not hold you. The veil torn before you. You silenced the boast of sin and grace. The heavens are roaring the praise of your glory. For you are raised to life again. You have no rival. You have no equal. Now and forever, God, you reign. Yours is the kingdom. Yours is the glory. Yours is the name above all names. What a powerful name it is. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus Christ, my King. What a powerful name it is. Nothing can stand against. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus. What a powerful name it is. The name of Jesus.
Good afternoon, folks. This is Brian Fitzpatrick bringing you episode of Wheeling the Pathways of Life. I am so proud of what I'm doing now and what I'm about to tell you. And what I'm about to tell you is, first of all, thank you, Nick, for Nick Winnan from New Life Community Fellowship Church for singing this song, and how true it is. Our only boss is Jesus Christ. A lot of people don't realize that, but none of us would be here today without Jesus Christ. The earth wouldn't be the way it is without Jesus Christ. So yes, we do have rules and we do have regulations and we do have people we need to listen to, but we need to be willing to listen to what God is telling us and what direction we are being pulled into, to see if that's God's direction or not, and see if it's just somebody telling us, we think you should do this. Well, what they think doesn't really matter to me. If God thinks I'm doing the right thing at the time, I'm going to continue to do it until I feel and I understand that I may be doing something wrong. But until He tells me that I am, I'm going to continue to do what I do. And one thing that came up yesterday in a school committee meeting that is so important, and this is coming from a Christian man, okay? Yes, I morally don't agree with a lot of things the school system has. A lot of school system, a lot of what the school system does these days and how they do it. But in education, it's important for everybody, and they should not be bullied or made to feel less than just because they disagree or just because they feel differently about their sexual orientation or whatever. People that do that are the most despicable people as far as I'm concerned. And they don't understand situations unless they live it themselves or get made fun of or get bullied because of their sexual orientation or get treated any different because of the way they are. We all as human beings are entitled to educations, okay? We get educations until the day we die. We are always learning, and the more people realize that, and the more we can help people understand our points of view, We don't necessarily have to agree with the point of view, but we should be able to have conversations and to feel comfortable in our own skin, however way we feel as though we need to feel free in our own skin. Sorry about that, guy. We need to feel free in our own skin to be able to express ourselves so that we feel comfortable to get the education we deserve and that we are entitled to, no matter if we're gay, straight, disabled, or anywhere. I know a lot of my friends are gonna say I shouldn't have got into this, but as Christians, we're supposed to be accepting and understanding of people's challenges and educate them why we believe what we believe, but at the same time, we need to meet people where they are and don't force people to make decisions they don't want to do. That's not our job. Our job is to reach out to them, offer our help, but they should be free to feel the way they do. And in education, people giving an education, people mowing during education should realize that it's very harmful. And sometimes it takes years to get over the fact of something. You may think you're joking about something and stuff, but it may take years for people to get over a joke that or a comment that people make just because they want to get a rise out of people. That may take years to get over. It may take 10, it may take 20 years out of somebody's life because you made a comment that something stupid that somebody said affected somebody else so much so they couldn't enjoy their lives because they need to take out so they need to take time out of their life to go get help because somebody made a comment they shouldn't have been making anyway. Okay, I'm not against people getting help, but I am against people making comments and saying things they shouldn't to people. That's forcing people to change their life, what they want to do, just because somebody was trying to get a rise out of somebody. That's not fair. And you are causing, when you do that, you don't realize the impact of what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't realize that if you bully somebody, they could, other people could agree with them and come after you. So you're just giving the bad energy going. And I like the education system and what they're doing now with mediation and adult mediation with the kids and getting understanding and getting teachers involved with the students and their mediation to try to get kids not to drop out of school and stuff. That is wonderful. Because we need all the help we can get. And as far as when you're bullied, okay, it may not be a form of a real sanctioned disability, but when you're bullied, you don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to be out in the community with people. You don't want to be, you want to be shut in. You want to be, you feel like you gotta be psychologically shut down, isolated, socially isolated. That is debilitating. That is a form of a disability. And I'm here to tell you that there are so many times in my life that I think back to where I could be, where I could have been 48 years ago when I was born. 48 years ago when I was born, I could have been, continued to be, sheltered to a point where I would be in a nursing home or somewhere. I have a family that is so supportive and so understanding. The fact that they brought me home. They said I was important enough to bring home and to be, to not be sheltered and not be taken back, not be put away and be forgotten. But if you bully people, they may not feel that way, and you may ruin their lives. Unintentionally, but you may unintentionally ruin their life. And you need to think about what you're doing and how, not so much how it impacts you, not so much how it impacts you, but how it impacts them. Because if people thought about how life impacted them, it would be a lot different around here. It would be a lot better country. It would be a lot better government if we think how's this going to impact us. So we need to work together as a team to try to make life better. Don't try to criticize people. People are doing the best they can. We're all human. We deserve every bit, everything we get. But we just need to work together as one people. Just because I'm in a wheelchair doesn't mean I'm not human. People in my control room, they're human. People out in the community, out in the community, at the hospitals, EMTs. They're doing the best they can. Yeah. Sometimes they don't succeed, sometimes they have difficulties, sometimes they have challenges. But we're in our challenges. That's what makes us stronger people. When we have challenges, that's what makes us stronger people. Working together is the way we were designed as human beings. And one thing that I will say is, I heard this so many times when I was a kid. He's in a wheelchair. What can he do? I want those people to, if those people are still around, that we're doing that. And believe me, there are people who still do that unintentionally. But look at what I'm doing right now. This TV show is going online. The TV show is now entering a phase of being an advocate, advocating for other people as to what we need to do and what we can do to help others. I never once said, now I benefit from the help. Don't get me wrong. But my main purpose for this is to show other people from my stories how they can make it too. And if I said to somebody, watch my show and hear my story so you can help me make my life easier and turn it around and made it all about me and said, this hour is about me and not about everybody else. Well, that wouldn't be a very strong advocate for people with disabilities, would it? It would be a strong advocate for me, but what is the purpose of doing that? Because if I need help, I need other people. And to get other people, I need other people. In my similar situations, and people that understand what's going on, and people need to talk to other people in similar situations. So that is why I do what I do. And hopefully, by telling other people all this, other people can learn through me, and the caregivers can learn, the teachers can learn how my life was impacted by what I went through, so other people don't go through the same thing. And it's my goal to take the whole disabled community in Pittsfield and Berkshire County under my wing and guide them to the best of my ability in the time that I have left on this earth. Now, I am not sick or anything to the point where I'm dying. But I'm just saying, for the rest of my life, and for the rest of my ability to do this, I'm gonna take the time and spend it week after week talking and getting people to realize, if they're willing to realize, that someone cares about them, someone wants to help them, and if they need help, they can contact me at Wheeling the Pathway of Life at gmail.com. That's Wheeling the Pathway of Life at gmail.com. And tell me what you need. Tell me if you need somebody to be somewhere in a meeting, and what you need to have, what you need as people with disabilities besides me. What do you need that I can help you with? And what do you need that I may not be able to help you with, but I can point you in the right direction? That's Wheeling the Pathway of Life at gmail.com. And please continue to look at my emails and continue to be inspired by my show, and I will do whatever I have to do to get people here that you can relate to, and you can, because at any time, okay, Kelsey, you can drop that. At any time, any one of us can develop a disability. You can go for a walk today, although I wouldn't recommend it because it's raining out there and wet. But any one of us can go for a walk today and go across the street and get run over by a car. Okay? And have the leg amputated or whatever. That is a disability. Nobody expects it. Everything is going normal, quote unquote normal. Nothing is different. You didn't do anything but step out in the middle of traffic and get run over. Your life can change in an instant. What are you gonna do with the life you have, and what kind of impact can you have with your life, and what kind of impact are you willing to what kind of effort are you willing to put into making a difference in other people's lives? Because without making a difference, there's nothing. I mean, helping other people is why we're here. Helping other people is why everything is the way it is. Okay? Pittsfield Community Television, though, helping other people by making sure information gets out there. The police are helping other people with knowing the laws and making sure streets are safe. School departments, school departments educating the best they can so the kids have a good shot of getting around society. What can you do to make this life, make an impact in other people's lives. And I want you to think before you say, that's not me. It's something that each and every one of us can do to make this life better for everybody. You don't have to believe what I believe, but each one of us has a gift to give to people, whether we recognize it or not. We have a purpose to help other people. And one thing I would recommend, you think about what that purpose is, and you make it known, and get out there and do what you can to make this life better for you. Because once you do make other people's lives better, your life will be even better because of that. With that, folks, this has been Brian Fitzpatrick bringing you an episode of Wheeling the Pathway to Life. You can get all of me at Wheeling the Pathway to Life at gmail.com. I look forward to communicating with you via Facebook, via YouTube, social media of any kind. I will look forward to bringing you a great series of shows and see what we can do next week. Have a great week, folks. Thank you.
Can bury the workman, but the work will go on. You can silence the voices, but you can't stop the song. 'Cause when the spirit's moving, His will be done. You can bury the workman, but the work will go on.